The entire classroom froze when Hailey Whitmore, the richest girl in Maplewood High, walked in wearing her designer jacket and shiny gold backpack. Everyone knew she was rich. Her dad owned half the condos in downtown Toronto. But no one expected what she said next. She stopped in front of her assigned seat, looked at the boy sitting next to it, and frowned. "Wait, I'm not sitting here," she said loudly, pointing at Aamir, the new kid from Pakistan. The class went silent. Hailey crossed her arms. "Mrs. Parker, I can't sit beside him. His clothes smell weird." Gasps filled the room. Aamir's face turned red. He looked down at his backpack, clutching it tightly. Mrs. Parker's eyes narrowed. "Hailey, that's very rude. Take your seat, please." But Hailey rolled her eyes and said, "My dad donates to this school every year. I'm sure you can move me somewhere else." The teacher's face went pale. Everyone could tell she didn't want to cause a scene. Hailey's father was a powerful man in the community. "Still," she replied, "you'll stay right there." Hailey sighed dramatically, pulled out her phone, and whispered to her best friend, Chloe. "This is ridiculous. I'm sitting beside someone who probably doesn't even have Wi-Fi." The class giggled nervously. Aamir tried to pretend he didn't hear. But deep down, something inside him broke. When lunch came, Hailey and her friends sat at their usual corner table, laughing loudly. Aamir walked past with his homemade sandwich wrapped in foil. Hailey wrinkled her nose again. "See? Told you," she whispered. "Smells like curry." The table burst into laughter. Aamir didn't say a word. He just found an empty table by the window and sat alone. But what no one noticed was that the school principal had been standing near the vending machine the entire time. Watching. Listening. Later that day, the principal called Hailey into her office. "Hailey, we're assigning you to a new community project this week," she said calmly. "You'll be mentoring one of our scholarship students after school." Hailey smirked. "Sure. As long as it's not that weird new kid." The principal smiled slightly. "Actually, it is Aamir." Hailey's face dropped. "What? You can't be serious." "Oh, I'm very serious," said the principal. "And this will affect your college recommendation letter. I suggest you take it seriously." Hailey stormed out of the office, furious. She had no idea that this was just the beginning of her biggest lesson yet, a lesson that would flip her world upside down in the most unexpected way. Because the very boy she mocked would soon become the reason everyone saw her true colors. Hailey dragged her feet to the library after school, still fuming. "Why me?" she muttered. "I don't have time for this charity nonsense." When she walked in, Aamir was already there, neatly arranging some science books. He looked up and smiled politely. "Hi, Hailey. I think we're supposed to work on the climate change project together." Hailey crossed her arms. "Let's just get this over with." For the next hour, she scrolled on her phone while Aamir quietly did the research. Every few minutes, she'd sigh or complain. But when the printer suddenly jammed and the project files got deleted, Hailey panicked. "Oh no! My dad's going to kill me if I fail this," she cried. Without a word, Aamir pulled out a flash drive. "I saved everything," he said softly. "Just in case something went wrong." Hailey blinked. "You saved it?" He nodded. "Yeah. My family went through a lot when we came to Canada. I learned to always back things up." Something inside Hailey shifted. For the first time, she looked at him, really looked at him. Over the next few days, they worked together more often. Hailey started noticing things she hadn't before, how Aamir helped younger students with homework, how he never complained even when others whispered behind his back, and how his stories about his journey from Pakistan were filled with hope, not bitterness. One evening, Hailey's father came to school for the parent conference. When he saw Aamir, he frowned. "You're working with him?" Hailey hesitated. "Yeah, he's actually really smart." But her dad sneered. "Stay focused on your own level, Hailey. You don't need to waste time with people like that." Aamir overheard, and quietly packed his things. Before Hailey could say anything, he walked out. That night, Hailey couldn't sleep. For the first time, her dad's words didn't sound right. She realized she'd been just like him, cruel without reason. The next morning, the principal called an emergency assembly. The school had received a major grant for a student innovation competition. The prize? A $10,000 scholarship. To everyone's surprise, the winners were announced. First place goes to Aamir Khan and Hailey Whitmore. The crowd erupted. Hailey gasped. Apparently, Aamir had submitted their project on time, with both their names. When she found him after the assembly, tears filled her eyes. "Why would you still include me after everything I did?" she asked. Aamir smiled gently. "Because kindness shouldn't depend on who deserves it." Hailey froze. No one had ever spoken to her like that before. She took a deep breath and whispered, "I'm sorry, Aamir." From that day, things changed. Hailey started sitting beside Aamir in class, not because she had to, but because she wanted to. And when people asked what happened, she'd just say, "Karma doesn't always hit you with punishment, sometimes it hits you with the truth."